If you've played even just a few hours of Elden Ring, this clown has likely made you rethink every decision you made up to that point. Why am I forcing myself to go through this? Why did I buy this game? Why did I get married? Margit is like getting a few bites into a sandwich and then realizing that the bread is moldy. And also, that bread wants to put a rest to your foolish ambitions. For some people, he's the last agonizing nail in the coffin. But that really makes you wonder, Margit's only the first boss. Why does the beginning of Elden Ring want me to cry myself to sleep? The tone is set for you as soon as you leave the tutorial area. You open a door and you get to see the beautiful yet somehow still dreadful lands between for the first time.
Hey cutie, just checking in. Making sure this is miserable for you.
Remember this gold douche? He makes it pretty clear that this is going to be worse than being an introvert at a new friend's house party. Ha, joke's on him, because I'm an introvert, why would I have any friends? You find out pretty quick that you have no shot at winning the fight. And if you want to get past the freaking start, you're probably going to have to just skedaddle on past him. Or maybe you chose the if it bleeds it dies route and spent an ungodly amount of time swinging your little baguette at him. If you did, more power to you, pal. I'm not gonna lie. I definitely did not. The run over to the ruins has to be the most misleading part of the game. You're making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and you're homebound. At this point, the Elden Ring hype seems kind of overblown, and you're feeling about as confident as a goldfish at the state fair. These undead, they're gonna wish they were never. I just want to start by saying, wow. One by one it is. After pulling off the cleanest Splinter Cell Medieval Edition, the ruins are finally cleared. We get to sit at our next site of grace and sip on that sweet FromSoftware dopamine. But go ahead and put that cap back on the bottle, champ. It's time to pay the troll toll. Well, only after being crushed a few times. I swear, just a few, not a lot. Realization finally starts setting in that you need to wait for an opportunity to strike. Unlike Margit, the troll is a lot more forgiving, considering he's not a boss. Strikes are slower, they're more telegraphed, and if you ask kindly, he'll drop down and let you perform a lobotomy. Wow! But if you fail to pull him away from where he jumped down, these friendly little fellas, they're gonna stick you. And that's not fun. It's not fun. But you're tarnished. You stick through it, you stick your sword into the troll's knees, you get stuck with some love sticks, and you stick them back with your love prick. You're feeling pretty accomplished once you get to Stormvale Castle. After all, we did a lot as a new player to get to this point. Surely anything after this will be manageable. Why y'all looking at me like that? Finally, our first chance to show how far we've truly come as new players, and to show how much we've learned about dodging attacks and waiting for attack windows. You are ready to make Margit the Fell Omen your bitch. Okay, what the frick, man? What am I doing wrong? Why does every hit feel like I'm swinging a little pool noodle at the guy? My mushy little baby brain cannot wait for an opportunity to strike while not being swung at myself. And that's when it all starts to make some sense. All those years of playing games that want you to win early and often have really set us back. Elden Ring does not care. It doesn't care that you have to take the time to think about the best approach before charging into a situation. It doesn't care about your expectations of modern gaming. Definitely doesn't care that you need instant gratification. Because let's be honest, we're all guilty of it from time to time. All of that stamina being wasted, crimson tears not being enough, that's because we jumped right in. We have to slow it down and figure out what we missed. But even that turns out to be difficult and confusing. If it's your first time playing a Souls game or a Souls-like, you likely have no idea what you're looking at, okay? Those stats can be pretty overwhelming. Who is Dexter and why does he want to talk to me about IT while I'm getting my ass. You probably even missed the anvil in that first church. So when you're taken to the round table hold for the first time, you discover that you can upgrade weapons. That's right. We've been fighting with base stat weapons this whole time. All those smithing stones you've been picking up, they finally make sense. Kind of. It took me an embarrassingly long amount of time to realize what the bracketed number next to the smithing stone meant. Not proud of that. And if you were beelining it from Site of Grace to Site of Grace, you probably missed out on the Spirit Ash bell as well. So Spirit Ash is more like wasted potential. At least that's what my boss says about me. But now we feel like we have an advantage against Margit. We've basically learned his attack pattern, right? Wrong. Turns out, when you get him to about half HP, he does this neat little thing where the slithery little snake pulls out more attacks. Wow! At this point, we are so familiar with that short run back that we could do it with our eyes closed. Down and back. 10 times. Now drop and give me 50. By the grace of America herself, that tunnel vision is finally lost for a few seconds. And you notice this little golden glow on the ground. I could have had help this entire time. It's happening. This is the one. This is for sure the one. All of that time spent gathering runes and supplies, leveling up your stats and upgrading your weapons, it's getting ready to pay. Oh my god. Yeah, don't forget, Elden Ring doesn't care. So why is the beginning of Elden Ring, and really any FromSoft game, so unfair? Well, really it's not. The soldiers, the troll, Margit, they aren't the challenge. No. The challenge is unlearning your bad habits. The soldiers and the troll are like a pop quiz, and unfortunately for you, you stayed up gaming last night. And if the undead and the troll are quizzes, that makes Margit, you guessed it, American Ninja Warrior. They're still making new episodes of that, by the way. I didn't know that. Did you know that? You will need to get used to planning. You will need to adjust. And you're gonna have to accept that it's gonna hurt, or you'll be punished for refusing. So I genuinely want to thank you for sticking through the video. And maybe only one single person will make it to this point, but if I was able to make you laugh, keep you entertained, or help you learn something, then personally I consider that a success. Okay, love you. Make it home safe. Text me when you get there. Bye.